voluntary action above and beyond the call of duty that resulted in an accomplishment so exceptional and outstanding as to clearly set the individual apart from comrades. The Distinguished Flying Cross is only awarded for single acts of heroism or extraordinary achievement. The decoration is 8th in order of precedence of U.S. military awards and is worn after the Legion of Merit and before the Airman's Medal. Additional awards for the Distinguished Flying Cross are shown with an oak leaf cluster. At this time, I would like to invite Captain Ward's son, Richard, to come forward and receive the award in his father's honor.
Typically what we would do is we would hand that to the recipient, and we would shake, and then we'll do that, and we'll just make sure that we don't touch our nose or anything here in the COVID world. And shake and then take, and then we would salute. Okay? So congratulations. It's to its rightful owner.
Captain Richard Lee Ward was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross in 1954 for heroism while participating in aerial flight during the war in Korea. Captain Ward was the recipient of this remarkable achievement not only once, but twice during his astonishing career. Today, Colonel McDonough had the honor of presenting this long-awaited award to his son, Richard. Dating back to the Roman era, armed forces have created and worn patches with significance to their unit that instills pride and fighting spirit. During World War II, the military commissioned Walt Disney Studios to create patch designs with 1,200 featuring Disney characters. At this time, I invite Captain Ward's daughter, Anne, to come forward and receive the patch of her father's unit. The 169th Fighter Bomber Squadron patch, approved in 1954, features the head of an Indian wearing goggles, a helmet with a feather, and horns on either side. The design is symbolic of the Illini Indians that once inhabited the prairies of Illinois. The swiftness and ferociousness of the squadron's attack represents a pilot in flight and the mission to protect the homeland. Congratulations. Would you like to come up and say a few words? Okay, at this time I invite Richard to come up and say a few words.
Time's dinner. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody. I know you kind of pushed this together for us, and I really appreciate that. But on behalf of my wife and I and my sister, just thanks everybody for this. This is must be a lot of pollen in Illinois here. Just to back up just a little bit, how this kind of came about with Jerry and Tim and Teresa. I was named, of course, after my father. So I was called Richard Lee Ward II, and I don't know who baptized me, but it might have been, but they introduced me as Richard Lee Ward II, and the priest said, well, I'm glad he ain't deterred. Needless to say, my son was born 30-some years ago. My wife is my record keeper. He was born as the third, so there's Richard Lee Ward III. And then 1 month ago, he had a baby boy, and him and his wife weren't going to tell anybody. Nowadays, they don't tell you what the name's going to be. They know what the sex is, but they don't know what the name's going to be. And he called me a month ago and said, number 4's here. So I had to let the wards know, right? I mean, my goodness gracious, this is a big deal. And I reached out to Jerry, and he got back to me, and Tim and Teresa, and then through a few phone calls, kind of what you guys mentioned, he said, I got a few things for you, and he said, I might have the Distinguished Flying Cross, which I about fell off my chair when he told me that. And then he texted me a picture of some of the pictures that you had in your possession, and then a picture of the DFC, which just blew us away. It was just amazing. Because about a year ago, I tried to get a replica, and you talked about the fire and the records that aren't available, they weren't available. And I just kept running into dead ends, so I kind of just, you know, I don't say forgot about it, but I have his flag from his casket, which is interesting enough, has 48 stars on it because of 59 there. And this is going to be just a wonderful piece to go with that. I was mowing my lawn yesterday, and it's a time when I think and pray a lot. And I'm thinking, boy, if they say, do you want to say anything in front of whoever's going to be here, that's a perfect time to mow your lawn and think about what in the world can I say, right? The thing that kept coming back into my mind is, on my dad's headstone, it says, no greater love. And that's a verse from John chapter 15 where Jesus tells his disciples that there's no greater love to give your life up for his friends. And he did just that. I would say that my life would probably be a little bit different now if he was alive. I've got a wonderful life, wonderful family, wonderful wife, children. They love the Lord as I do. And it just would be interesting to know what life would be like if he was around. But bottom of my heart, thanks all you guys for standing back there. You don't know how much we really appreciate it. So thank you.
No, thank you. Well,
So-
yes, one small thing. I am a ward. We can't always say no to talking. If we're invited to. I just want to pick up where Rich left off. We left here, and we left here with memories, some memories, but the death of our father cut the family in some ways. Rich and I did lose a lot. We lost contact. I was way too young to even know what it meant. And yeah, life was hard. When you lose your parent to anything, it's hard. To the military, it's a little bit unexplainable. It's always been a mystery to me. You know, why did that happen to us? But as Rich said, we both turned out okay. We've had good lives. We got great college degrees from being an orphan's benefits from the military. I committed my life to trying not to have wars continue on and on and on, so kids continue to lose their parents. But it is a great regret that not just that we lost a father, but we lost half of our family, and as a young child didn't really know even how to make that come together. So as sad as it is, it's brought two sides of the family together and brought us back home here to Peoria. We always talk about Peoria. Where are you from? Peoria. Where's Peoria? It's just really something special to see our family here. As I said, as sad as it is, and thank you all for being here. This place, when I talk about this place, I never ever thought I would be here in the Illinois National Guard base ever in a million years in Peoria, Illinois. So thank you all.
So, in the last couple minutes, I've learned that I'm gonna say it again, Padre. Richard was a badass, and he raised, or I don't know if you would say raised, but he had 2.5 years of raising her. She told me that she just got back in the States. I said, where have you been? I've been in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've been to both those places. They're not very nice places. What were you doing over there? But again, from her perspective, I'm going to go over there and try to stop the war from that side as opposed to from how we fight it. So about 20 years is what I hear?
I was gone for 18.
18 years, and then moved back to northern Wisconsin, or southern Wisconsin now. So again, thank you for what you're doing too. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Although we did not have the opportunity to serve with Captain Ward, we are all honored to be serving in his legacy. Thank you all for attending and for taking the opportunity to take part in this commemorative event.
Thank you so much.